Those who didn't get Google Classroom link, you contact admin. Admin is Akhil. You contact admin, those who didn't get Google Classroom link. You contact Akhil sir in WhatsApp. Those who didn't get Google Classroom link. Say applets versus solids. Yesterday given life cycle methods of an applet. How many methods are there? 5. What are those? Init, start, paint, stop, destroy. When init method called by browser, life cycle methods of an applet. Total how many methods? 5 methods. What are those? Init, start, paint, stop, destroy. When init method called by browser, whenever applet is loaded. When start method is called by browser, whenever applet is loaded and activated. Paint method, loaded and activated. Stop method, deactivated and closed. Destroy method, closure time. Okay. Whenever applet is loaded, how many methods called? 3 methods. What are those? Init, start, paint. Whenever applet is deactivated, stop method. Whenever applet is activated, start and paint. Whenever applet is closed, stop and destroy. Okay. That is applet side you have seen. Next solid side. Solid side, note down. Life cycle of a solid. Your written diagram. Life cycle of a solid diagram. Okay. Now. See, yesterday life cycle of an applet you studied. Now life cycle of a solid. I given this diagram. Init, service, destroy. I given arrow like this. Okay. Now note down. Init method. Init method called by web container. Called by web container. Init method called by web container. Whenever first request comes to a solid. Init method called by web container whenever first request comes to a solid. Service method called by web container whenever for every request. For every request. Init method called by web container whenever first request comes to a solid. service method called by web container for every request. Destroy method called by web container whenever servlet instance is removed from web container. Destroy method called by web container whenever servlet instance is removed from web container. Right, is all. Init method called by web container whenever first request comes to a servlet. Service method called by web container for every request. Destroy method called by web container whenever servlet instance is removed from web container. Is it over? Say init method, service method, destroy method, 3 lifecycle methods. Init method called by web container whenever first request comes to a servlet. When first request comes, then init method called, then only called. Service method called by web container for every request. Every request service is called. Destroy method called by web container whenever servlet instance is removed from web container. Servlet object, if it is removed from server, then it is called. Destroy method called by web container whenever servlet instance is removed from web container. From server, if servlet object, if it is removed, then it is called. When servlet instance is removed, I'll give notes. Is it over? Writing is over. Now write it. Servlet instance is removed. Servlet instance is removed from web container whenever web application is undeployed. Servlet instance is removed from web container whenever web application is undeployed from server or whenever server shuts down. Servlet instance is removed from web container whenever web application is undeployed from server or whenever server shuts down. Or whenever server shuts down. Servlet instance is removed from web container whenever web application is undeployed from server or whenever server shuts down. In 2 situations, it is called. Say, suppose you will develop one web application. You will develop one web application. After developing, what you will do? You will place in server. It is called deploying. It is called deploying. Whenever, if you remove from server, suppose it is server already deployed. If you remove from server, that is called undeploying. It is nothing but uploading, downloading, different terminology will call, no, like that only. Okay. Whenever web application is deployed, so after developing application, you'll copy into server. That is called deploying. And if you remove from server, that is called undeploying. Deploying, undeploying. Okay. Destroy method called by web container whenever web application is undeployed or whenever server shuts down. If you shut down server all applications are removed from server. At the time also destroy method called. Now I given three methods life cycle methods I given. Three methods life cycle methods I given. Okay. Three methods. Now three methods you observe. I given life cycle methods, three methods. Init, service, destroy. Okay. Now think yourself and give me answer. See the notes. If you want, you can give the answer. Now init method. Total life cycle methods of a solid is three methods. Init, service, destroy. When init method called by web container, whenever first request comes to a solid, when service method called by web container for every request, when destroy method called by web container, whenever solid instance removed from web container, when solid instance is going to be removed, whenever web application is undeployed from server or server shuts down. Two situations. Now, same whatever I given, that is only question different angle. Okay. Now, answer is there in notes. Question different angle. Whenever first request comes, how many methods called? Now, whatever is there, notes, answer is there. Question different angle I am asking, that's it. Whenever first request comes, how many methods called? Two methods or one method? Two methods called. What are those? Init and service. Say, this is whenever first request comes. This is every request. Every request means first request also request only, no? So, when first request comes, init called, service called. When second request comes, one method, that is service. Third request, service. Fourth request, fifth request, sixth request, last request also service only. Last request also service only, not destroy. When destroy called? Whenever solid instance is removed. When solid instance is removed, whenever web application is undeployed or server shuts down. So that is last request or next request is there or not, you cannot give answer. That may be server ideal also. Last request already over, but next request may or may not also. Which is last also we cannot identify. Okay. If object is removed from server, then it is called. When object is removed, whenever application undeployed. If you remove application from server or whenever server shuts down. If you shut down server. But in real time, will they shut down server? 24 hours, 365 days server will run. Okay. But they may undeploy. Suppose every year you have to pay the money. If you don't pay, they'll remove. Undeployed. Application undeployed, no? But nowadays, not 1 year. Seconds based billing also, minute based billing also is there. Because nowadays cloud servers are there. Cloud will calculate. Cloud servers, second based billing will be there. Previously, 1 year you have to pay money. 500 rupees if you pay, 1 year they'll maintain. After 1 year, if you don't pay, they'll remove. Like that. But now it is different. If you don't pay, immediately removed. And if you pay, immediately started. Cloud servers are there. AWS and Azure, Salesforce, these are cloud servers. Now, cloud servers, what will happen? If you use 1 month also possible, 1 minute also possible. Second based billing will be there. Previously different, now different. Previously, you have to purchase some space for 1 year, you have to pay money. Like that. But now 1 hour also you can use, 1 day also you can use, 1 month also you can use. Depends upon your usage only you can pay. But previously it was not like that. If you want to use 1 day also, 1 month also, you have to pay for 1 year. Like that it was there. But now different. Depends upon your usage only you have to pay. Okay. Now cloud servers are there. It is different. Okay. Now that is life cycle methods of a solid. Now How many points completed? How many? 5. After that, 6-1. Now, note on 6-1. 6-1 note on. Life cycle methods of an applet. Life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Here, life cycle methods of a servlet are the part of java x.servlet interface. Life cycle methods of a servlet are the part of java x.servlet interface. Say, life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Life cycle methods of a servlet are the part of java x.servlet interface. It is applet A capital, here servlet S capital, because it is a class, it is interface. Package, subpackage, class, package, subpackage, interface. Life cycle methods of an applet are the part of java.applet.applet class. Life cycle methods of a servlet are the part of java x.servlet interface. Now, what is the class? Collection of variables, methods. But what is the interface? Public static final variables, public abstract methods. But Java 8 totally changed, you know. In interface, can we write concrete methods? Yes. Which keyword you have to use? Default keyword. By prefixing default keyword, we can write concrete method in interface. And static method also you can write. Java 9 feature, private methods also you can write. So total interface is changed. At that time, Java libraries, Java servlet libraries also changed. Now default methods are there, static methods are there, private method all mixed. Okay. Interface totally changed in Java 8. Java 8 onwards interfaces are changed. Okay. Here libraries here also changed. Now abstract methods are there, concrete methods are there, static methods are there, private method all mixed. Okay. Now next one here. Every applet must extends java.applet.applet class to derive life cycle. Every applet must extends java.applet.applet class to derive life cycle. Every servlet must implements java x.servlet interface to derive life cycle. Derive life cycle methods. Every applet must extends java.applet.applet class to derive life cycle methods. Every servlet must implements java x.servlet interface to derive life cycle methods. Every servlet must implements java x.servlet interface to derive life cycle methods. So while writing applet program, extends java.applet.applet you have to write. While writing solid program, implements java x.solid.solid we have to write. Okay. Now inheritance compulsory. Inheritance compulsory in applet also, solid also, because we are not going to write main method. Main method we are not going to write. If you write also, browser cannot understand, server cannot understand. But execution purpose, lifecycle methods required. But lifecycle methods are present in super class, super interface. That's what you have to inherit. Then only lifecycle inherited. Then only methods are called automatically. Okay. That is the reason inheritance is compulsory here in both the cases. Next, you studied main method is instance method or class method? Class method, because static. For calling class method, how many ways? So is it object required to call? No, without object possible. That is the reason class name demo, main method, suppose main, demo.main, like that called. At the command prompt java demo you'll write. Then demo.main is going to be called. Whenever you run the program, see here, suppose class name demo. Okay, class name demo. Here public static void main string args. Suppose class name demo main method. This file name test.java. Can I write? Can I write or not? Yes or no? Then how to compile? How to compile? Java C test.java. Then how to execute? Java demo. Okay. Now, suppose 10 classes are there. Then how to compile? Now, in a one program, 10 classes are there. We can write then how to compile, how to execute. Suppose one my file name is test.java. Then how to compile? Java, whichever class contains main method, that class you have to write. You studied 4 rules are there, no? In one program, studied or not? That is required. Today class you will understand. But in core Java, not possible to explain. Say here, suppose class here public class A. Now file name B. Is it valid or not valid? Valid or not valid? Valid? How many will answer valid? How many answer not valid? That means majority people no answer. Now my question is public class A, file name b.java, valid or not valid? This code is valid or not valid? How many people answer valid? But you are giving answer, you are not raising hand. But whether it is valid or not valid, I am not getting your answer. Now my question is public class A. Okay. Open brace, close brace. File name b.java. Is it valid or not valid? Give me answer. Your answer can be right or wrong. Just try to give answer. How many people answer valid? Raise your hand. Online students. Okay. How many will answer not valid? Now also majority no answer. It is not advanced Java question. Core Java first program question. Core Java first program question this is. Core Java first class while teaching, many people asked why. Now today I'll explain. It is not valid. It is not valid. You studied rules are there. Rules are there. How many rules are there? 4 rules. What is first rule? In non-public classes, n number of possible. So you forgot subject. I cannot do anything. That is core concept only. Okay, write it otherwise. Okay, this is in the middle is there. Applets, solets. Okay, 1 minute. Say, this is don't write. Later, after applet versus solid, you can write. This is you studied declaration rules to a source file. Nothing but .java file. For writing .java file, rules are there. First rule, a source file can have only one public class. In a one program, one public class only possible. 2 public classes, if you write, error comes. Second rule, a source file can have any number of non-public classes. So in a one program, source file nothing but .java file. In a .java file, one public class only allowed. More than one public class is allowed. More than one non-public class allowed. Public class one only. 2 public classes, if you write, error comes. It will not compile also. A source file can have only one public class. It is first rule. Okay. A source file can have any number of non-public classes. In a one program, n number of non-public classes you can write. If the source file contains public class, then public class name, file name must be same. File name must match with public class name. Fourth rule, if the source file does not contain public class, then no naming restrictions to a file name. Suppose in a one program, public classes one only can write. Non-public classes n number of you can write. Suppose in your program public class is there. File name, public class name must be same. Public class is not there. Whatever you want you can write. So, for example, you observe. File.